Welcome to all in my video of class 12th biology chapter 5 principles of inheritance and variation. So today we are going to discuss the test cross revealing unknown genotypes. What is test cross? First we have to consider one question. Suppose you were given a violet flower pea plant with no information about its parents, and because we know that violet flower color is a dominant trait in pea plants, our plant could be either homozygous or pure breed or heterozygous or hybrid, but we don't know that whether it is homozygous or heterozygous. So how can we determine that its genotype? Because Mendel have done that for its crosses. He devised a powerful technique and very simple technique, and that technique was called as test cross. So by performing test cross, we can know whether any organism, plant or animal, is showing the dominant phenotype, is having hybrid genotype or pure genotype. So the learning outcome of you from this video will be interpreting data from test crosses to infer unknown genotypes. So let's move to the next slide. In our previous video of monohybrid cross, we have learned that the genotype ratios can be calculated by using mathematical probability and by using Punnett squares. But it is not possible for any phenotype which is dominant to determine the genotype by only looking that plant or by any calculation. So for that, the Mendel devised a useful tool which is called test cross. What is test cross? It's simple that when you have dominant phenotype, for example purple flower color or tall pea plant or rounded seed shape, any of one from those 7 characters, then and you don't know that this purple flower color is homozygous because of homozygous condition or heterozygous condition, then you need to simply cross this plant with homozygous recessive feature. In this case, the homozygous recessive feature will be the white color flower, the plant with white flowers. So it's simply you cross this violet flower containing plant to the white flower containing plant, and then we see the next generation and we see the data of next generation. If all the plants will be violet in the next generation, then this plant will be homozygous, and if all the plants are not violet, some plants are violet and some plants are white, then this plant will be heterozygous. How can this be possible? How can we conclude this? Because of the simple terms we have learned in monohybrid cross, the gamete formation. See, if it is homozygous, it will look like the monohybrid cross we have learned, like one pure breed purple and another recessive homozygous, and then the result is the same like F1 generation in that cross. And if it is heterozygous, then there will be 2 type of gametes from this plant and only 1 type of gamete from homozygous recessive plant, which is white flower plant. So this is simple technique. So when we say in Mendelian monohybrid or dihybrid crosses that Mendel used pure line parental generation or homozygous parents, so how we determine that those parents were homozygous? For example, if we say that Mendel crossed pure tall plant with pure dwarf, or with pure violet flower plant with pure white, or pure spherical seed plant with pure wrinkle seed, then how we determine that that plant is pure? Simply by performing several test crosses. If he was getting next generation with only dominant feature, then he was sure, okay, this plant is pure. Then he selected those plants as parental generation and he performed his crosses and gave the laws of inheritance, which we will study in our next video. So this is the very simple test which we can perform to know whether the plant is homozygous or heterozygous, which is showing dominant phenotype. Let's consider another example of seed shape. So there are two probabilities showing here. If we are getting this rounded sheet shaped plant, so it is denoted by only capital R and blank space. Why blank space? Because it may be capital R, it may be capital R, small r. In both of the condition it will be spherical, it will be rounded shaped, we will observe it. Now if we perform two type of process, actually we are performing only single type process. These two are different type of results which we will get depending on the genotype of that plant. If we cross this plant with recessive feature plant which is having a wrinkle seeds, then we will see the results. If it is homozygous, the next generation will all show the dominant phenotype, and if it is heterozygous or hybrid, the next generation will show dominant phenotype which is spherical seeds and as well as wrinkled seeds. So this is how we conclude that this plant is homozygous or heterozygous. So the test cross is a simple device in which we take any plant or any animal also which is showing dominant phenotype and breed it or cross it with the organism or plant which is showing recessive phenotype, and then we see the next generation. If next generation is showing only dominant phenotype, then that the previous plant or animal was homozygous, and if the next generation is showing both of the phenotypes, then we can see okay, this is the the previous plant was, the selected plant was heterozygous or hybrid. So this is all about test cross. Our next topic will be Mendel's laws of inheritance. Thank you so much.